it going, people? Happy New Year to you all. I hope you all had wicked Christmas time, and thanks very much for dropping by for the next 10 minutes or so for my first video 2015. I like to say it's one of the best videos going, but they're always shit, so enjoy watching my shit, not literally. This is my first one I picked up, courtesy of a friend of mine, Junkyard Man 5, the smallest guy on YouTube, who said it was really good, so I've done a test run on it, really enjoyed it, and I went out and bought the Steelbook of it. Awesome, really love this film. This guy is cool. Basically, his family, they've lost their son, they still have a daughter and a son, but this guy just turns up at the door and said he was a friend of them and just wants to give his condolences. But he's so charming and nice that they let him in and they let him stay a couple of days, but he's got a badass history. He's got a really dark side to him, which they're yet to find out, and which you decide what's going on and what you think of him all the way through it. As it starts off, he's quite nice, he's very protective of them, and you're really on his side, but later on you start to see a different side of him. But will he still protect the family, or is he going to turn against them too? It's up to you to decide when you watch the movie. But it's a really good film. It's got some funny moments. It's got some moments where you're really rooting for this guy, who, incidentally, if you've seen Night at the Museum 3, he is the knight in it. And he was also in Downton Abbey, which I've been told I don't watch that crap because it's shit and it's for old people, apparently. And he was really big and chubby in it, and now he's like probably one of the best looking guys around. I'm very, very jealous. But anyway, really good film. This is the Steelbook from it that I bought. It's a bit boring, I know. It's just him, which if you're a bird I guess that's great, but if you're a guy, yeah, not so good. And his name's Dan Stevens. This also stars Manny Monroe, who is going to be in a horror film, a small horror film called It Follows or something like that, which is coming out in the next 3 months or so. So keep an eye on her. She's very sexy in this too. So you have a reason to enjoy it as well. On the back, alright, forget the back, here's the front. This is one of the scenes from the movie. It's one of the end scenes in the, as you call it, like the Bruce Lee film, the Hall of Mirrors. And obviously you can guess why they're in a Hall of Mirrors, and you can guess that they're being chased. That's that Manny Monroe girl, sexy. And this guy, this son, he's really good. He really looks up to Dan Stevens' character in the movie. He needs a lot of help from him, and Dan also has some respect from him. He sees him as sort of like a role model figure for him, so he wants to try and teach him the right things, but in the same way the bad things, because he's saying, like, look, if someone's got a problem with you, kill them, you know, they're never going to find out. So he's a bad role model, but at the same time he's a good one. And on the back we got this dude. If you've seen The Fringe, you know exactly who this guy is. He also had a little minor cameo part in the remake of Old Boy as well, in the diner. Really good, and there she is again. She really is hot. She does wear very high skirts in the film too. So that's a bonus, as you know. There's the binder for it, just dull, ordinary, nothing special. But let's move on over. Let's see a little screenshot, shall we? But this is a good film. You know, this is the sort of film that has definitely got a lot of rerun value. You know, I'll watch this again and again over a period of time. And there's bits that you can miss about his character himself. Not so much story, because stories, you know, it's a basic story, but it works. But it's the characters. It's the characters that you get to learn a little bit more, a few of the characters in it. And because of that, you really enjoy it. Hello, it's me. Hello. Right, yeah. So, quality film. There's the sun. As always, like all Blu-rays, good quality and stuff like that. There he is. There's the man. There's the man all the women want to date. And there's the young kid that needs his hair cut really badly. And he does remind me of like a young version of that singer. You know, the one's got funny eye, googly eyes. I can't remember his name. He does a really good song. Maybe you know it. Ed Sheeran. That's the one. Googly eyes. Ed Sheeran. He don't mind me slagging him off because he's got lots of money and I haven't in comparison. So there you go. Good film. Really enjoyed this. So thumbs up for that one. Totally recommend The Guest. So let's move over to the next one, shall we? Here we go. This is Lucy, just named the same name as my wife. Wow, I bet the guy got paid millions for coming up with that name. That took a lot of thinking, I bet. Lucy. I know, let's just pick a random girl's name and let's call the film that movie, you know. Great. Well, I'm probably one of the only people who's not seen this movie yet, and I've been told that it's very good. Although there's mixed reviews in the critics' corner, but I hate critics. All they do is just pan movies. There's a lot of them on the tube, there's even more of them in magazines, and a lot of them I don't agree with, so I'm always more for the normal guy like you and me who says their view on it, and they say it's alright, and then great, it's good enough for me to watch. If it's not, it's not, but a lot of them have said it's good, so I'm hoping it is. They do say that it's quite misleading, the trailer's not quite the same as the movie, but I'm going to find that out for myself over the period of probably this week when I get round to watching it itself. So this arrived yesterday, really nice Steelbook. It's a matte one, but it's got metallic writing, silver writing. You see all of these thingies, which is, I guess because she's a genius, and in the trailer it says she only uses 10% of her brain or something like that. And then you've got the glossy words of the title characters and the title itself with this really mean eye in gloss as well. So that's really cool, really nice Steelbook, that one. Quite impressed with that. I just hope the film lives up to it. The back is exactly the same thing, so yeah, if you put them together, you've got exactly the same front and back on it. There's the eye again, and on obviously binders are binders. You've got the scribbly, etchy, clever stuff if you're like a Stephen Hawking sort of guy, and you know what all that means straight away. Quite interested to know what it does mean. And another Scarlett Johansson again. She's been really good in 2013. Not only is obviously she's lifted off now with the Avengers and the Captain America film. Captain America, the second one I thought was very good last year. It was one of my favourite films. But I really enjoyed her in Into the Skin. Her voice character in Her as well with Joaquin Phoenix. And apparently this was a good one too. And she's turning into a bit of an action hero now. She's built like one. So yeah, I'm quite interested to see what comes up next for her. I mean, she's taken on the role as the lead female actress in Hollywood now. Angelina Jolie's obviously not so much on that, and she's going into directing. So Johansson takes the lead role, or one of them, more or less. So that's Lucy, Wicked. Shall we quickly see what Lucy's got in store for us, shall we? Let's just try and pick a clip. Hopefully I'll pick a good action, fun clip that kicks some serious buttski. So what have you been doing over the start of the new year? Have you got any plans, any things you want to save up for and buy yourself that is coming out and you're really looking forward to it? Or do you just like to just laugh at people's misfortunes on YouTube where they buy the wrong films, like me, possibly, and see if they're a load of shit or not? Who knows? I don't know. But I've had a good Christmas. I've managed to waste a lot of money on stuff in the sale and stuff like that, and laugh at people that are now in debt because they spent too much at Christmas, and Christmas is now gone. So you got the record, the Christmas, and all of a sudden someone just scratches it off and it's all gone. And there you go. That's the end of it for another year. Right, let's kick on the chapters. It has some extras on this movie too. Oh, look at that dude. Look at that dude. Oh, he's not enjoying it, is he? He's pinned down somewhere. Someone's probably cut his dick off, and yeah, I can imagine that's why he looks like that. I would be the same too. But obviously I don't want to go too far in the film because bugger, I don't want to ruin the movie itself. But apparently there's going to be some action. This looks like a bit of mean action. So shall we see what we got in store for us in the film Lucy? Oh, dead guy, bad guys, they look like the bad guys, and that's gross because they've just cut something out of his stomach, and now there's more blood and guts and shooting, and this is exactly the sort of movie I like. Yes, get in there, come on, shoot that guy. Oh, he's got a big old Megatron type gun there with the and he's bounced into, right, obviously she's going to do some, see, I picked a good scene out here as a random shooting, and now we're going to have Scarlett kicking some arse out of some of these bad guys who all have guns. So I like to see, I'd love to know what's in that guy's stomach. I guess I'll find the film and I'll find out for myself. But this looks, oh, it's crystals, probably drugs. Apparently there's 2 packs and there's another one missing. Look at this guy, needs his hair cut. The guy, I'll give him, look, get your hair cut, mate. You can't be a bad guy and look like that. Shocking. That's it. He walks away, and now she's got to take on 60%. Okay, so he's walked into the camera. That's weird. And apparently she's put an invisible foot. Okay, so she's a superwoman then, is she? She's just like she's got superpowers. I didn't know that. I mean, I do love Luc Besson. I mean, who doesn't love all his movies? Fifth Element, Wicked, Leon, my favourite of the lot. You got The Big Blue, you got Subway. He done one called 15 Bullets or something like that, something with John Reno in it as well. Oh, so this is quite amusing, and I was expecting a kick-ass fight scene, and what's happening is they've all just gone sellotape to the floor. But anyway, that is Lucy. Right, let's move over and let's quickly, if I can sit down, look at my other goodies. So I've got Hercules. This is the German one that just came out last week, the extended cut. Now, I've seen on the website, again, thanks to my friend, who showed me all the differences. And basically, there's more violence to it. A lot of them are the same scenes, but the blood that was deleted out in the film is now visible in it. If you think of the first Hunger Games and the uncut Hunger Games, they add the blood to it. This does the same. Obviously, there's a lot more blood in it. And am I the only one who thinks this girl who's she was in the Cold Prey horror films is extremely hot? She really built herself up in it. Ian McShane's fantastic in this. Rufus Sewell, great character. Nice to see him as a good guy for a change. And the animal and this guy who talks about his stories is brilliant. And The Rock as Hercules, great as well. Really, really enjoyed this movie. I think there's an added 3 minutes of extra scenes, so it's scenes extended, as well as the blood in the normal scenes has now been added on. And once you've seen a version like this, you don't want to go back to the cut UK version. So get it off of Amazon Germany. Use Google Chrome, and they'll translate all the words for you, and you'll pay about the same price. Wicked. As above, so below. I really enjoy this film. I know it's one of these handheld found footage type things, and I hate them type of movies. I really, really hate them. But this one was really, really good. It always interests me, the catacombs under Paris. And some of it was shot in the catacombs under Paris, which is nice. So it's not in sets; it's actually in proper places, and it's got an Indiana Jones feel to it as well. Right, and the girl in it, the lead character, is very much on the ball. She's like the female Harrison Ford. She's got answers to everything. She's the bravest. She's the one that goes first. She's attractive too, which helps. And yeah, that's thumbs up for that one. And one of my last ones is Steelbook of Drag Me to Hell. Really, really nice still. I'm really, really stoked by this one. I love this film. It's a great film by Sam Raimi. Good of him to admit that Spider-Man 3 was shit and that the company's made him do it crap like that. A lot of directors are forced into making movies not the way they want to. I mean, how about the ending of Tears of the Sun with Bruce Willis? Completely ruined, not the way the director wanted. Lovely artwork. And for once, no titles actually make this look better. You've just got the titles on the side. On the back, you've got Mrs. Ganoush. There she is, Mrs. Ganoush. She's so scary in this film. You shame me. And we open it up. Again. You've got the disc, obviously. And then we've got Mrs. Ganoush again. And she's grabbing hold of her in the car scene. There's so many good scenes. There's so much gunk in this film. It very much does remind you of a modern day Evil Dead sort of style of a film. It's great, great fun. Totally recommend it. If you, for some strange reason, you're a horror film and you've never seen it, I very much doubt you've never seen it. I like it. Some people maybe think vanilla of it. They did the Marmite or something, and some people like it, some people don't. I love it. I know it's limited, but I do believe Zavvi still have it for sale as well. So that's a good one. And another one, this one's been out for quite a while, was the Purge double pack, the first film, and the second film, The Purge Anarchy, which I really, really enjoy. The second film is really good. It's so much better than the first one. And I'm a fan of Ethan Hawke anyway. But so much action. It's much better that it's on the streets and there's a chase. It reminds me of a lot of films like Enemy Territory made in the 80s and stuff like that, where you're being chased down the street. And also a film called Judgment Night that had Emilio Estevez. I absolutely love that film. It's similar sorts of feels and lead characters in a group and that. Really, really good. Good stuff. Okay, nice one, dudes. Nice one. Oh, look at that ugly dude. Look, he's got a big nose. Oh, it's got a Morgan. There is Morgan in the back. Oh, every time he speaks, he just sounds so cool, doesn't he? Oh, look, it's that guy with the hair. He's still alive. Even after she started sellotaping every dude to the ceiling, he's still there with that bad haircut. Right, okay then, guys. Thank you very much for hanging out for me for a little bit longer than 10 minutes. And I hope to do another video later on in the month. Till then, I hope to see all your videos, and obviously I'd love to hear your comments and reply to them. And cheeky banter to go with it, because I love my banter. So feel free. Okay then, I'll see all you guys later. Cheers.